Telling me it's 7 a.m. It must be time for the morning brew. Good morning, everybody. This is KO4QMM, Roger in Central Florida. I'll be your net controller for the first part of it, and then I think we're going to hand it over to, I don't really know who. I'll have to check into that, but I think it's Bill. I don't see him on there. No, I don't see him on there. But this is 7/23/2026, and this is net number 1264. And what I'll do is I'll name off the tech-ins that are already here, and then we'll call for mobiles, and then we'll go back to the text check-ins, go through a few of those, and then jump into the general check-ins. So let me go to the bottom of the list here, and we'll get started. There is a bottom to it there. KQ4EFY Tim, KR4AEJG Charles, KF8GTW David, KC3UUK Herbert, N3SQR Joe, WB2EHG Eric, N4RSM Richard, KK4DUK Duck, WD8KOB Rod, W3CVE Chuck, KD2YUY Charles, KI4EGQ Bill, KB3EYR Greg, KK7DY Clark, Clark, N3DQD Ray, stand by. Ooh, my log's even working good. KJ5MEL Jose, KM4WZD Joe, KC2NJV Wayne, N0CKV Mark, KI6KQO Zachary, KAUFM Randall, KABYU K2EDS Mark, KG4GOQ Paul, KAPOI Ed, KARAK, Jupiter, top of the tech check-in. Now, you mobiles out there, come in your call sign twice and slow. Join us this morning, answer our question. Come in your call sign twice and slow. Kilo Zulu 4 that is. Kilo Zulu 4 mobile. Kilo Charlie 5 Charlie Zulu X-ray. KC5CZX Mobile. KO4EAS, KO4EAS Mobile.
K4GDS, K4GDS.
K9XOK, K9XOK. K4HBC, K4HBC. KJ5QWW, KJ5QWW. Kilo Foxtrot 8, Golf Juliet, KF8GJJ, John, Cincinnati, Ohio. Alright, KF8GJJ John, KJ5QWW Scott, K4HBT Gary, K9XOK Pat, KO4EAS Leonard, KC5CZX Daryl, K4GDS Gil, KZ4JN Anders, yes. Anybody else we missed? Mobile, only mobile. KE2IJ, KE2IJ, in and out. Victor Echo 3 Tango Golf November, Victor Echo 3 Tango Golf November, horrible.
KF0WIP. KF0WIP. Kilo Foxtrot 0 Whiskey India Papa. Mark.
All right, I think we got a good list there. KF0IP Mark, VE3TGM, KF8GJJ John. I think he said he was in and out. Not sure. We'll check. KJ5QWW Scott, and I think I already went through the others, and looks like, yep. Top of the list. KZ4JN Anders, Alachua, Florida. Our question today is, do you carry a multi-tool? I carry a Leatherman once in a while when I'm going to do some stuff, so something like that. Over.
Good morning, everyone. I certainly do. Doesn't matter whether I'm wearing my work outfit or if I'm wearing my shorts when I'm out and about. I always carry a tool like the Leatherman style. I hope everyone has a great day, and we're really close to the Friday. This is Kilo Zulu 4 Juliet November sending it back to you.
Yeah, thanks for joining us, Anders. And yeah, I carry the Leatherman Wave once in a while. Nice to have there with you. Gil, Orlando, Florida, K4GDS. And you can go ahead and plug tonight if you want, Gil.
Good morning, Roger, and I planned on doing that, so let me get it out of the way. Tonight, 8 p.m. in the Zoom room is the M1KE peer discussion, our monthly
Did I lose you? Did I cut you off? I didn't get your answer there. Dagnabbit, Gil, you must have went under a bridge or something. You'll have to come back. Let's go to Daryl, Lubbock, Texas, KC5CZX. Good morning, Daryl. You carry a multi-tool.
Well, good morning to everybody on the brew, and no Leatherman's tool, none of that. Used to, but now that I work at a convenience store, I have no need for any of that. So back to net, KC5CZX.
trying to hype it up. But anyway, tonight, 8 o'clock, Zoom room, M1KE peer discussion, special presentation by W4HOO will be telling us how to configure DMR on the M1KE. And to the question, no, not on a regular basis. K4GDS back to net.
Right on, Gil. We got all that pretty quick there. And yeah, I don't carry mine all the time. I like to take it when I go to shows and stuff, just in case. Leonard, Margate, Florida, KO4E. Yes, good morning, Leonard.
Good morning, everyone. I carry a Leatherman shard. It's a one-piece multi-tool for a keychain. Anyway, it's come in pretty handy. Have a great day, everybody. KO4EAS, back to net.
When I used to work every day, I carried one every day. Man, I used that sucker lots. Pat, Northbrook, Illinois, K9XOK. Good morning, Pat.
Good morning, Roger. And I want to say a special good morning to our logger also, whoever that may be. And as far as Leatherman tools, I used to carry one a long time ago, but not anymore. Good morning to the whole crew from K9XOK, Pat in Northbrook, Illinois.
thanks for getting in there, and thanks for reminding me to let everybody know that Vicky is logging, and she's doing a wonderful job. Sound good here, almost. Gary in Florida, K4HBT. Good morning, Gary. Do you carry a multi-tool?
Everyone on the brew crew? Well, no, I don't. But I do carry a jackknife, and I have for probably about 40 or 50 years. K4HBT, back to Net Control.
Thanks for joining us, Gary. Have a wonderful day. KJ5QWW Scott, good morning.
Good morning. No, I usually just carry a pocket knife, but I do usually have a multi-tool in the vehicle somewhere. 7-3.
That, my friend, is a yes. Thanks for joining us. VE3TGN, Tim, Windsor, Ontario, Canada. Good morning, my friend.
Good morning, Net Control. This is VE3TGN there. And the answer, no, I don't carry anything like that. And I hope you're hearing me okay. I'm on a port this morning. There, over. Back to Net Control. VE3TGN, portable, clear.
We got you down for a no there, Tim. A little bit quiet on my side. Have a good day, and thanks for joining us. Mark, Omaha, Nebraska, KF0WIP. I don't know if you were in or out or not. You there?
Yeah, this is Mark, KF0WIP. To answer the question, no, I do not carry a tool like that. Thanks for running the net. This is my first time joining. 0WIP.
Well, thanks for joining us, Mark. Check out eastcoastreflector.com. eastcoastreflector.com, all one word. You'll see what we're all about. Magazine, lots of different nets, and we're all over the world with this radio, East Coast Reflector. It's a fun deal. Thanks for joining us. And this is Roger, KO4QMM in Central Florida, your net controller, along with Vicky, logging, KE8BKY. Good morning, everybody, and let's move on to Dean, Comrade, New York, KE2IPJ. Good morning, Dean. KE2IPJ. Maybe that's the one I heard in and out. You there, Dean? You are now, my brother. Let me just pick up Mike here, Sebring, Florida, while you're lingering around. KB2UDB. Good morning, Mike. Oh boy, did he miss out. He could have had an early shot there. We'll be back to you there, Mike. All right, let me go back to the top of this text list. I hope everybody's having a good morning. I'm enjoying it anyhow. Bob, Jupiter, Florida, KA4RAK. Good morning, Bob. Do you ever carry a multi-tool?
Good morning. No, I don't. No. Have a great day, everybody, and have a great rest of the week. KA4RAK.
You have a good day. Ed, Loxahatchee, Florida, K4POI. Good morning, Ed.
Good morning, Roger and Vicky and the Brew Crew. Actually, I've had a Leatherman in my car ever since I can remember, at least 20, 30 years, but have never had an opportunity to use it. But when I need it, it'll be there. K4, back to you, Roger. K4POI.
Right on, long as it's there. You have a good day. Thanks for being with us. Lou, Lake Worth, Florida, KA4EPS. Good morning, Lou.
Hey, good morning, Roger, and everyone else on the net, KA4EPS. You know, I don't. I have one, but I don't carry it. I don't even carry a watch, so I just like to be, you know, minimalistic, I guess. 73 KA4EPS.
You got it, Lou. Have a good day. Next up, Paul, Lake Florida, KG4GOQ. Good morning, Paul.
Good morning, Roger and Vicky and the Brew Crew. No, I do not carry one with me. Lou, I have one. It usually sits in the drawer at the house, or once in a while I throw it in my backpack, but no, I don't carry one on a regular basis. Back to the net. This is KG4GOQ in Palm Springs.
KG2ES, Mark, one of our team members here from Elma, New York. Good morning, Mark.
Good morning, Roger. Good morning, Vicky. Good morning, Brew Crew. As far as carrying a Leatherman or a multi-tool, I no longer do. So I'm going to say no. I did it back when I worked, but not anymore. Have a great day and a great weekend. This is KG2ES.
Thanks for joining us, Mark, and doing what you do for the ECR. Always appreciated. Roy, Blaisdell, New York, KABYU. How about carrying a multi-tool anytime?
Good morning, everybody on the brew. KAAPYU. Yeah, I've got a couple of them, and I've got a couple Swiss Army knives too. But mostly the everyday carry is the knife that has the glass breaker and seatbelt cutter attached. I keep that very handy because in case I have to break somebody's car window or something to rescue a trapped pet, rescue somebody who's run off the road or that. So always keep that handy. It comes definitely as needed sometimes. Back to you.
Right, I carry some fancy pen I got inside my console to break windows if ever needed, and hope it's never needed. That's Roy Blaisdell, or Randall, Brownstown Township, Michigan. Boy, that's a tough. K8UFM, let's just say Randall. Good morning.
Good morning, Roger. Good morning, Vicky, and good morning to the rest of the Brew Crew. Yes, to that question, I have carried one since I've been, knee-high to a grasshopper. With that said, this is K8UFM, back to net control. Everyone have an outstanding Thursday.
Yeah, mentioning that Swiss Army knife, man, I remember my brother back in the 70s, my older brother always had a Swiss Army on the side of his belt with a little leather pouch, and man, he used that sucker a lot. That's a whole nother story. Zach, St. Cloud, Florida, KI6KQO. Good morning, Zach.
Good morning, Roger, Vicky, and the Brew Crew. 76 degrees here in Florida Central. So I guess I have been carrying a little multi tool on my keychain. My daughter got me one for Father's Day, and it's kind of in the shape of a larger key, but it does quite a few things. So 7-3 to the group. Back to you, Roger. KI6KQO.
Yeah, that's true. I got a key that's a knife, and it just looks like a normal key, and I've used that little thing quite a few times. Mark, Plymouth, Minnesota, N0CKV. Good morning, Mark.
Morning, Roger, Vicky, Bill, rest of the Brew Crew, everybody else on the net. No, I do not carry a Leatherman tool. Everybody have a great Thursday and a great rest of the week. N0CKV, back to net.
Have a good day, Mark. Thanks for joining us. KC2NG. Good morning, Wayne. Do you carry a multi-tool? KC2NJV, you there? KM4WZD, Joe, Claremont, Florida. Good morning, Joe.
Well, good morning, Roger. Good morning, Vicky. Good morning to the crew. Yes, I do carry a Leatherman pretty much everywhere. A number of times that's pulled me out of a jam. I just don't want to be without it. Everybody have a great Thursday and take care. KM4WZD, back to net.
Those wonderful pliers really come in handy. Thanks, Joe. Have a good day. My buddy Jose, Austin, Texas, KJ5MEL. Good morning, Jose. Jose, you there? KJ5MEL. He's usually there. Must have had to step away. Ray, Beaver, PA, N3DQD. Good morning, Ray. Do you carry a multi-tool?
Good morning, Roger, and the rest of the crew in there this morning, N3DQD. Well, I used to, but I no longer have the need to do that. I do have tools here in my apartment, and I'm not usually in a situation where I need to use that device anymore. So I gave it to my son. This is N3DQD.
Ah, at least you passed it on. Thanks, Ray. Have a good day. Clark, Phoenix, Arizona, KK7DY. Good morning, Clark.
Good morning, Roger, Bill, Vicky, to the Brew Crew. A&D mechanic, Services Leatherman. Back to net control, KK7DY.
Thanks for joining us, Clark. Have a good day there and stay cool. Greg, Coreyville, PA, KB3EYR. Good morning, Greg. You carry a multi-tool?
Hey, good morning, Roger. Everybody on the Brew Crew this morning. This is KB3EYR, and I don't know if there's a sometimes column, but I do occasionally, if I'm out in the woods or something like that, I usually do, but I work from home, so I'm not on the road a whole lot anymore, so I don't used to keep one in my tool bag, but I don't need to do that anymore, so with that, have a great day. Back to net control.
I'm with you, Greg. Yeah, I don't wake up in the morning and strap it to the side of me. I'm retired, but I do take it with me like car shows and stuff that might need it. Thanks for joining us. Bill, Woodstock, Georgia, KI4EEQ. Good morning, Bill.
Good morning, Roger, and good morning to all the brew crewers out there. Hope y'all's coffee is working. I'm trying to get mine too. Yeah, if you could call a Swiss Army knife in various forms over the years, always carried one, and you know, it's a pretty darn handy thing to have. And if you ever want to go look at one of the Swiss Army knife catalogs, you'd be pretty amazed at you know, what they have now, and the variety is pretty amazing. Have some fun sometime. Everybody have a great day. KI4EEQ.
Right on, Bill. Have a good day. Thanks for joining us. KD2YUY. Good morning, Charles. And do you carry a multi-tool?
Good morning, Roger, Vicky, and Scott, who's wings. Yes, I do. I carry a Swiss Army knife. I refer to it as my MacGyver tool. And, yeah, it's always in my pocket. I have 3 of them, and never without one. 73, all back to net control. KD2, YUY.
And let me guess, it's red. Have a good day, Charles. Thanks for joining us. My buddy Chuck, W3CVE. Good morning, Chuck.
Good morning, Roger, Vicky, and everybody on the brew there. That would be a yes there, Roger. In fact, I got one in each one of my vehicles, and I even have one on my bicycle. So with that, have a great day. W3CVE.
All right, I forgot about that. I got one on my bicycle too, the old orange and black Gerber. So, yep, just in case. Thanks, Chuck. Have a great day there. Rod, Madison, West Virginia, WD8KOB. Good morning, Rod.
Well, good morning, Ned. Hope everybody's doing well on this old Thursday morning. And, of course, I have a multi-tool. Comes in very handy. All righty, everybody have a great day. Back to Ned. WD8KOB.
Good morning, Duck, Lake City, Florida, KK4DUK.
Good morning, Roger. This is KK4DUK. This is Duck out of sunshiny and hot Lake City, Florida. Excellent question. I do multi-tools. Unfortunately, I do not carry them with me, but I do have 2 of those. Great question. Hope everyone has a great day.
Thanks, Duck. You have a good day. This is KO4QMM, Roger in Central Florida, your net controller for the East Coast Reflector Morning Brew. Check out eastcoastreflector.com, see what we're all about. And we got the Vicky K8BKY logging, keeping me straight here. We're getting close to the end of this list, ready to take general check-ins here in a second. Richard, N4RSM, good morning.
Good morning, the brew crew. I carry a Gerber multiplier every day, and I've given several away for gifts. Very handy. N4 RSM, back to you.
Oh, they are wonderful gifts. Thanks for joining us. Eric, Brooklyn, New York, WB2EHG. Good morning, Eric.
Good morning, Roger and Miss Vicky, and the rest of the brew crew from the Big Apple. My answer to today's question, yes. I usually have a Swiss Coast Guard knife on me, but for the life of me, I don't know where it is right now, so I'm kind of bummed out. Swiss Coast Guard knife because I was a Coast Guard. I'm on a Coastie. So, yeah, everyone, this is WB2EHG, Eric in Brooklyn, New York City. Back to the net.
Thanks for joining us, you have a good day. Joe, Deerfield Beach, Florida, N3 SQR. Good morning, Joe. Do you carry a multi-tool?
Why, good morning, Roger and Miss Vicky there at Mission Control. Yes, I do carry a multi-tool, but the most important tool that I carry is a laser pointer, especially if I'm going over a friend's house that has a cat. My one friend has a really mean cat. He's a nasty bugger. And he also has a golden retriever, so I would strap the laser pointer to the golden retriever's tail, and it's like watching a Tom and Jerry cartoon. I hope that doesn't make me a bad person though, Roger. N3SQR, back to net control.
Yeah, I got one of them things, and they're a little dangerous. Mine will light a match, so I keep it away from everything. I don't even know what to do with it anymore. Have a good day. Herbert, West Milford, PA, KC3UUK. Good morning, Herbert.
This is KC3, UUK, Herbert, West Mifflin, PA. Yes, I used to carry a multi-tool on my duty belt when I was working, but now that I'm retired, I still have them handy in the car, close by. Matter of fact, they go on right beside me here on Reflector. But I still keep them around. I find them come in handy at times. With that being said, everybody stay a glorious day and be safe. 73, KC3, UUK, back to the net.
Well, in me and Vicky's book, that's a big yes. Have a good day. David, Toledo, Ohio, KF8GTW. Good morning, David.
Good morning, everybody on the crew. So yes, I do carry. I've carried a Swiss Army knife in my pocket for forever. Gone through quite a few of them. And my dad always carried a Leatherman, and I carried a Gerber. I've only one, so I've only had to have two. So, but yeah, Gerber multiplier tool, and carry the Swiss Army all the time. KF8 GTW 73 all, back to net.
All right, thanks for joining us, David. Two more texters here, and then we'll get into the general check-ins. And thanks for having some patience with me. Everybody knows when I do net controlling that I rip through all the text check-ins and then do general. So bear with me. KR4AEG. Good morning, Charles. You carry a multi-tool?
Good morning, Vicky. Everybody on the net. Yes, I do. I carry a Leatherman Wave. I would say religiously. I would probably leave the house without my wallet before I would leave without my multi-tool. KR4AEG, back in there.
And that's the way I was when I was working. I still got it real close by, and I have that same exact Leatherman. I love it. I've had it for years. Thanks, Charles. Last on the text list here, KQ4EFY, Tim, Columbia, South Carolina. Good morning, Tim. Do you carry a multi-tool?
Roger, this is KQ4EFY, Tim, in Columbia, South Carolina. And yes, I carry some form of a multi-tool everywhere I go. Back to net control.
You got it. Thanks for joining us. And looks like Jose's back, KG5MEL. Got you, Scott, N7FGP, NW4QM, W8WHK Bill, W2RBC Randy, W3ICQ Bob, N5RTC Terry, KJ4ZFM Robert, N8ZFH Gary, and then there's Mike KB2UDB. So, little check-ins. Anybody, anywhere, please try to break it up a little bit for Miss Vicky and come with your call sign twice and slow.
Whiskey 4, Papa Papa X-ray. Whiskey 4, Papa Papa X-ray.
Foxtrot,
November 3, Mike
Zero.
Delta Charlie. November 3, Mike Delta
Victor
Charlie.
Mike Charlie.
Juliet Victor. W2
Kilo Foxtrot, 0. Victor Mike Charlie.
Whiskey Bravo 5 India Tango Tango. WB5ITT Boa in and out and negative.
Bravo Charlie 2, November Juliet Victor, in out. KC2, NJV, in out.
4, Wawa in. Kilo Quebec 4, Yankee November.
Juliet 5 Delta X-ray Bravo in and out. Good morning.
Victor Alpha 3, Yankee Bravo Sierra. Victor Alpha 3, Yankee Bravo Sierra, in and out.
November 4 Romeo Hotel Echo. November 4 Romeo Hotel Echo. We're going to break that bow up. W2 SAL.
So Alpha 3, Kilo Tango Juliet.
Well, that worked out pretty decent there. Let me go through who we got. And Sal, you did get right through there. Congratulations. VA3KTJ, Jinsuk, W2SAL, Sal, N4RHE, Roger, VA3YBS, Bill, in and out. Have a good day there, Bill. KJ5DXB, Frank, in and out from Sugar Land, Texas. Have a good day there, Frank. KQ4YYN, Mobile Joe, we'll be back to you. WB5ITT, Mobile, in and out. Have a good day there, Chris. KF0VMC, Tim. W2AJB, Anthony. K4NHB, Nick. W3MDC, Michael. W4PPX, Don. And let's go to the top there, W4PPX. Oh, no, Mobile. I got to get there to Mobile. I'll get fired here. KQ4YYN, Joe, Franklin, Georgia. Good morning, Joe. Do you carry a multi-tool?
Yes, sir. Actually, I have a Leatherman, and I have one of these Amazon specials that guy 704 recommends, 704 gear. So the answer is yes. Thank you for running the net. Everybody have a great day. I'm having a great morning so far. Thank you for YYN. Back to you, sir.
Yeah, I'm having some fun myself. Thanks for joining us, and you have a good day there, my friend. Let's go to Don, Hollywood, Florida, W4PPX. Good morning, Don. Do you carry a multi-tool?
Good morning, Net Control, everybody on the net. I don't carry one on me, but I have a Leatherman in my center console at all times. W4PPX, back to Net Control.
Oh yeah, that's a big yes in our book, Don. Have a good day. N3MDC, Michael, good morning. N3MDC, Michael, you there? K4NHV, Nick from Sebring, Florida. Good morning, Nick. Do you carry a multi-tool?
Well, good morning, everyone. I keep one on my motorcycle. Thanks, and have a great day. K4NHV.
Heck yeah. Thanks for joining us. W2AJV, Anthony from Echo New Jersey. Good morning, Anthony.
Good morning, Roger. No, I don't carry one. W2HAV back to net 7-3.
You have a nice day there in North Jersey. Tim, Lincoln, Nebraska, KF0VMC. Good morning, Tim.
Good morning there. And nice to talk to all you on the brew crew there. And I hope you're all having a great Thursday, or going to have a great Thursday. So the answer is no, I don't anymore, but I've got a Leatherman, but I couldn't tell you where it's at. So anyway, back to the net. This is KF0VMC. Y'all have a fine day now. 73s.
7-3, my friend. You have a good day. Rogelio, my buddy, Fort Lauderdale, Florida, N4RAG. I bet you got one lingering around. Good morning, Roger.
KO4QM. Morning, Roger and Clever Cousin. Sound good? November 4th. No, not as an everyday carry. I have two. A Leatherman I bought in 1989 and a Gerber. I do carry a Buck 301 Stockman. I have a Victorinox in the ashtray of the car. November 4, Roger. I'm enthusiast. Return to net.
Oh, yeah. I keep my spider coat close by, too. Have a good day there, Roger. Thanks for joining us. W2SAL, number 53 on the list today, Sal. Not too close, but you're working at it. You're getting closer.
Good morning, Mr. Roger. I was going to say Mr. Rogers. Miss Vicky, Steve, Mike, whoever else is in the Zoom room. You can put me down for yes and a Leatherman, and I also carry an old antique Barlow knife, if you remember those when we were back in the 60s and 70s. A two-blade. With that, I'm going to send it back to net control. Everyone have a great day and stay cool. It's about me 65 degrees here in Buffalo, New York. 7-3.
Absolutely remember the Barlow. I might even still have one around. And believe it or not, high school, I think I carried an old-timer back in the 70s. Big old timer knife. That thing was pretty cool. Jinsuk, Ontario, Canada, VA3KTJ. Good morning, Jinsuk. You carry a multi-tool?
Good morning, Roger, Vicky, and everyone on the net. My answer is no. I do have one, but I do not carry a multi-tool all the time. Everybody have a great day. This is VA3KTJ, 73.
Hi, Jinsuk. You have a good day, my friend. And we had a few more pop up. KI5PMI, K8SMN, K8BAC, KC7FBN. Already talked to him. Well, I think so. And let me go to the top of the text list here. Mike, you still hanging around there waiting on me? KB2UDB.
Good morning, East Coast Reflector. Yes, Roger, I am here. Upstate New York, 55 degrees, high 75 today. I have three leather, what do you call it? They're multi-tools, and I have 4 different Swiss Army knives, from the skinny ones to the big fat ones. So the answer is yes today. Thanks for picking me up today. We'll talk to you later. Everybody have a good day out here. KV2UDB, back to the net.
Oh, yeah. You never go fishing without one kind of multi-tool, that's for sure. Have a good day, Mike. Glad we got you in there. Gary, Woodhaven, Michigan, NA to ZH. Good morning, Gary.
Good morning, Roger, Vicky, and the crew. And no, I do not carry any tools. Oh, God, in years past, I had a little disc on my key ring that had graduated thickness for spark plug gap setting. But I can't remember the last time I changed the spark plug. And 8ZFH, back to net. Hope everybody has a great day.
Good day there, Gary. Thanks for joining us. Still thinking about that 55 degrees with Mike up there. Oh, Mike, how you doing? Robert, Deltona, Florida, KJ4ZFM. Good morning, Robert. Do you carry a multi-tool?
Hi, good morning to Vicky and everybody on the Brew Crew. And yes, I do. I do carry a multi-tool with me, and I've always had one. Actually, I just heard that comment that was made with the spark plugs, and I think I do remember the last time I did use the tool actually like that. I used it to adjust the spark plug. Thank you very much, everyone. Have a blessed day, and everyone stay safe. KJ4ZFM, Deltona, Florida.
Thanks for joining us, Robert. Have a great day. Another team member here, Terry, Austin, Texas, N5RTC. How about it, Terry? You carry a multi-tool once in a while?
Good morning, Roger. Nice to hear your bright and shiny voice this early in the day. Hi, Vicky, and good morning, morning brewers. I used to carry one, Roger. I no longer do, but I generally have one close at hand in my office, in the car, in the kitchen, and then some other locations around the house. This is N5RTC, back to net control. Have a good day, everyone.
Always a pleasure talking to you, Terry, and thanks for what you do for the East Coast Reflector. Bob, Leesburg, Florida, W3ICQ. Good morning, Bob. You carry a multi-tool?
Good morning, everybody. I don't carry one on me, but I have one in each of my cars. Always have them in the center console. W3ICQ, back to net.
Bob, have a good day. And this is KO4QMM Roger in Central Florida, your net controller, along with Vicky logging KE8BKY. And if you're just listening in, check out eastcoastreflector.com. You'll see what we're all about, a lot of different nets, and we have a lot of fun. Next up, another team member does a lot for the ECR, Randy, West Seneca, New York, W2RBC, and we're all ready for the 20-meter net at 10 a.m., 14.31. Good morning, Randy.
Good morning, Roger, Vicky, and everyone on the Morning Brew. Yeah, I carry a Swiss Army knife when I'm hiking or boating. Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing you at 10 o'clock, Roger, on the 20-meter net. Back to net control, 73 to all, W2RBC.
And they sure do come in handy. Thanks, Randy. Have a good day. Bill, Fort Myers, W8WHK. Good morning, Bill.
Good morning from Southwest Florida. Let's see. Last time I checked, 75 degrees, but it's clear skies. Maybe we'll get some rain. Anyway, I do carry, it's shaped like a key. I've heard some of the other fellas had them. Shaped like a key, a little bit oversized key. It's a screwdriver. You can cut rope with it. Open cans, open bottles. Has a little ruler. It's on my keychain, so it's always with me when I have my keys. And that about the spark plugs, that would make a pretty good question for the morning brew. You know, when was the last time you had to change a spark plug? And do you know how? Alrighty, back to you, everyone. Have a great upcoming weekend. This is WHK 73, back to net control.
I know spark plugs became a lot less changing them with fuel injection and direct injection and all that. Kind of keeps them plugs clean and going for a long time, so that's appreciated. Have a good day there, Bill. Jim, Murfreesboro, Tennessee, NW4Q. Good morning, Jim. Do you carry multi-tool?
Good morning, Roger. A little problem there this morning, but I still carry my Swiss Army knife.
I love it. I remember those, and I do not have one anymore, but I do miss that. Those are nice little knives. Have a good day. Getting towards the end of the list here. Scott, Jamestown, New York, N7FGP. Good morning, Scott.
Good morning, Roger, Vicky, everybody on the net today. I don't carry a multi-tool with me anymore, just my Benchmade. Thanks for doing the net.
And thank you too, Scott, for all you do for the ECR. Have a great day, and we'll talk to you later. Jose, you back. Austin, Texas, KJ5MEL. Do you carry a multi-tool, Jose?
I always do. Always do. Since I was a teenager. I bought my last 2 Swiss Army knives in Switzerland last September. I had that joy of buying it over there, and I got me a card one as well as a tinker. So I also have Nextool and Amazon. I'm yet to buy a Leatherman, but I enjoy my tools and flashlights. Always carry one. God bless you, Roger, Vicky, Bill. Have a great one, and thank you for running the net. God bless you all from the Brew Crew.
Thanks for all the positive waves you give Jose in the morning, and went straight to Switzerland to get the knife. Wow, that's like going to Germany to get a Porsche. Good job. What do we got here? Let me finish up. KBAC Al, Britain, Michigan. Good morning, Al. You're going to join us on the 20-meter net, and do you carry a multi-tool?
Well, good morning, Roger. Everybody on the Brew Crew. Happy Thursday. In answer to the question, I don't really carry one, but I have one in my truck, with my toolbox, probably one in the studio, the ham shack. So I'm never more than just a few steps away from one, so I guess you could say I do. Yeah, I should be on the 20-meter net. I have a video conference with a doctor about 10:30 today, but pop in there and say hi to you. So everybody have a great day. Back to you, Roger, KABAC.
Yep, you're usually pretty loud and clear. We usually hear you pretty good on the 20-meter net, and got you down for a yes. Those are plenty of places to have a utility multi-tool. Thanks again. Jeff, Rochester Hills, Michigan, K8SMN. Good morning, Jeff. You carry multi-tool?
Good morning, Brew Crew. KE8SMN here. Always have one in my pocket, and I own multiple. They're everywhere. Dresser, car. KE8SMN. Back to net.
And us, Jeff. You have a good day there. KI5, PMI Bill, Hobbs, New Mexico. Good morning, Bill. Do you carry multi-tool?
Good morning, Roger. Everybody on Brew. No, sir, I do not carry a multi-tool. Hope everybody has a good day. KI5, PMI, back to net.
Well, thanks, Bill, for joining. I was looking over there. You're at 999. I guess tomorrow will be your 1,000th check-in. So hopefully it's a good question to get in there tomorrow morning. And last on my list here is KJ5MGW, Robert, Austin, Texas. You there, Robert?
Yes, good morning, Roger, Vicky, and the rest of the Brew crew. Yes, I do carry multi-tool. I've got them laying around everywhere. I use them almost daily, and have been lucky enough to carry the same one for the past 32 years and haven't lost it yet, so knock on wood. Thanks for first time checking in here. I've been listening for a while. Thanks again, back to net.
They are nice to have. Thanks, Robert. You have a good day, too. And this is KO4QMM, Roger in Central Florida. You're listening to the East Coast Reflector Morning Brew. And the next net controller coming up is Bill from Minnesota, KF0MHN. I didn't know that earlier. I got to get a little better at that, Bill, checking out who's coming up next. It's usually you, so I have to stick with that. So everybody else, oh, I got a phone call. Come with your call sign, twice and slow.
Whiskey 5 Delta Bravo Sierra. Whiskey 5 Delta Bravo Sierra.
In and out.
Whiskey 1 Golf Hotel Bravo. Whiskey 1 Golf Hotel Bravo. Steve, in and out.
1 Hotel Golf Victor. Kilo Charlie 1 Hotel Golf Victor.
November 3, Mike Charlie
Romeo Foxtrot.
November 3, Mike
Alpha 3 Charlie Romeo Foxtrot. Pedestrian mobile.
Victor Echo 3 Golf November X-ray. Victor Echo 3 Golf November X-ray. In and out.
Kilo Charlie 2 Papa Echo Tango EC2 PET.
All right, let me say who we got here, and then we can add to the list to get a nice little list for Bill started here. KC2 PET Ross, Alden, New York. VE3 GNX Don, Windsor, Ontario, Canada. KB1 KPM Art, West Haven, Connecticut. VA3 CRF Vern, Waterdown, Ontario, Canada. Mobile, back to you. N3MDC Michael, Winston-Salem, North Carolina there. AC1HGB Chuck, Vermont. W1JHB Steve, Richmond, Texas. W7OHOMH Mike, Wading River, New York. And W5DBS David, Houston, Texas, via text line. Let's add to this list. Come with your call sign, twice and slow.
Net control, please copy. W9SDI, Nathan. New Lenox, Illinois, in and out, W9SDI.
Whiskey 2 Gulf London Whiskey. Gulf London Whiskey.
Whiskey 5 Whiskey
Kilo 7,
Hotel.
Victor Whiskey Papa, in and out.
Hotel.
Kilo 7, Victor Whiskey Papa, in and out.
All right, got a few more there. Mike, A7VWP, W5WLH Lee, WB2GLW Mike, K4RGN Chuck, W9SDI Nate, KF8DJQ Kevin, and K6AAN Mike. All right, I'm going to hand it over to the next controller, Bill, KF0MHN. Everybody have a good day. I had a lot of fun. Thanks, Miss Vic, for doing wonderful logging. All right, Bill, all you, my friend, have a good day. We'll talk to you later. KO4QMM clear.
Well, good morning, everybody. This is Bill, KF0MHN. Thanks, Roger. KOMM, doing such a great job in Morning Brew. Anyways, the question of the day is, do you carry a multi-tool? Let's go to David, W5DBS in Houston, Texas.
Great big Texas howdy to everybody on the Brew Crew this morning. No, I don't carry a utility tool around anymore. Used to, but now I don't. So back to the net, guys. I appreciate what you do. This is W5DBS, Houston, Texas.
All right, David. Appreciate that. Thanks for checking in. Have a great day. Let's move on to W70MH Mike out of Wading River, New York. Mike. All right, Mike was in and out, and we up W1GHB, Steve, in and out. Let's go to KCTV, Chuck in Poultney, Vermont. Good morning, Chuck.
Good morning to everybody on the Brew Crew. This is KC1HTV, and the answer is absolutely. It's like another appendage hooked to me, so I don't leave home without one. I have a Leatherman, and and good morning to everybody, and I'll say 731HTV.
Right, Chuck. Thanks for checking in and have a great day. Let's move on to free MDC Michael in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. What say you, Mike?
Well, I'm Bill on the Brew Crew. Actually, I don't. I used to, but not anymore. Back to you, Bill, in MDC.
Well, I have a few of them, but I can never find them. That's my great organization. But thank you for checking in anyways, Michael. Have a great day. Let's move on to VA3CRF, Vern Mobile out of Watertown, Ontario, Canada.
Good morning, Bill and Vicki and Roger, everybody on the net. Thanks for picking me up. For Lock 55, cool and comfortable degrees up here in Watertown. In terms of the question of the day, Bill, I definitely always have one with me in the form of a Victorinox Swiss Army knife. Love those things. Hope everyone has a great day. Thanks for doing it, Bill. VA3CRF.
All right, Vern. Thanks for checking in. Right now it's 50 degrees in my hometown, and it just feels great. What a relief. Let's go back to the list here. C2PET Ross out of Alden, New York. Good morning, Ross. How's KC2PET? Still with us?
Hey, good morning. Just waiting for all the beeps and boops to clear. Yeah, I do not. You can probably down for a no for carrying a multi-tool. Back to you.
All right, Rod. Thanks for checking in and have a great day. Let's move on to KN, Mike out of Valley Springs, California. Good morning, Mike.
And good morning to everybody. The answer to the question is affirmative. Always have one, either hanging on the belt or in my truck. Back to net control. It's K6AAN.
All right, Mike, thank you for checking in. Just a reminder, the question of the day is, do you carry a multi-tool? Let's move on to Kevin, KF8DJQ in Bowling Green, Ohio. Good morning, Kevin.
Hey, good morning, Bill. Good morning, Vicki. Everybody on the net this morning. I do carry one in my range bag, and I have a Swiss Army knife in the console, and a small one on my keychain, and a little old light rechargeable flashlight on my keychain. So be prepared. KF8DJQ. Back to that.
Right, I think you're the guy I'd want to be around if you need something you need to get fixed. Thanks for checking in and have a great day. Let's move on to K4RGN, Chuck, Raleigh, North Carolina. Good morning, Chuck.
Good morning, everyone. The answer is negative. I keep one in the house and one in each car, but I don't keep one in my pocket. Everybody have a great day. K4RGN.
All right, Chuck, thanks for checking in. Let's go to WB2GLW, Mike, on Concoma, New York. I think I got that right, Mike.
Hey, good morning, everybody in that WB2GLW, Lake Ronkonkoma. You got a great job there. Yes, carry a Gerber multi-tool, many different blades all over the place, whether it be Spydercos or whatever. I'm not far away from a blade, and I used to do some blade smithing back in the day, capers and skinners. WBGLW, back to net.
All right, Mike from Lake Ronkonkoma, New York. Thank you for checking in, and you have a great day. Let's move on to WLH Lee in Wimberley, Texas. Good morning.
Good morning, Bill and Vicki and everybody else on the brew. Yes, I do. I think I have one in every vehicle we own, one in my go bag, and I carry one at work. So the answer is yes, and the Gerbers are great. So Whiskey 5, Whiskey Lima Hotel, back to net control. Y'all have a good day.
All right, Lee, have a great day. Thanks for checking in. Move on to BE3 TCS Text in the Mobile. Tim, Windsor, Ontario, Canada.
This is VE3 TCS, and I am immobile at the moment, so for a change. So my everyday carry is a knife. It's got one tool on the end for busting windshields in case I need to rescue somebody. And I do have a multi-tool in my range bag. Good morning, everybody. Take care. VE3 TCS, back to net. Thank you.
All right, Tim, thanks for checking in. Have a great day. Let's move on to N8HLN, Mike in Grosse Pointe, Michigan. Grosse Pointe, Michigan. Good morning, Mike.
Good morning, Bill. Vicki. Had to wait for the idea there. Hope everyone's well. Answer to the question this morning is no, not generally. I don't carry it on my person, but I do have the tools around the house in the truck. So everyone have a great day. Back to you. N8HLN.
Mike, you have a great day as well. Thanks for checking in. Let's move on to KD4, North Carolina. Good morning.
Good morning, everybody on the brew crew. And
The answer to the question would be yes. In fact, I just ordered a electronics Swiss Army knife last night because I was buying something from Smoky Mountain Knife Works and needed just something just a little bit more to, I think, like $20 to get free shipping. So I ordered another Swiss Army knife. Back to net, KD4 Siege 2.
Checking in, we got you down for a yes in the log. Let's move on to KQ9B. Ken out of Brownsville, Texas. Good morning.
Good morning to you and all those in the brew crew. Whiskey Quebec 9 Victor returning back to you. Today we're starting out with 82 degrees, feeling like 95. Yesterday I had a high temperature of 106 with a heat index of 125. Ouch, it's hot, and we're surrounded by rain.
Ken, the question was, do you carry a multi-tool? All right, we'll move on. All right, we're at the bottom of our list. Time for check-ins. Please say your call sign twice and slowly.
Bravo 5 Delta. Alpha Bravo 5 Delta.
November Whiskey 3 United and W3U.
Kilo Bravo 8, Papa Lima Victor, KB8, PLV, Chris.
Whiskey 4 Delta Papa Golf. Whiskey 4 Delta Papa Golf, Dwayne. Kilo India 5, Yankee Whiskey Foxtrot, KI5, YWF, Don.
Kilo Charlie 2, Uniform Victor, Quebec. Kilo Charlie 2, Uniform Victor, Quebec.
1 Charlie Oscar Romeo. November 1 Charlie Oscar Romeo.
Foxtrot 0, Delta Delta, Alpha Delta Sierra.
Don, in and out, good morning. Or pardon me, mobile, good morning, Don.
Kilo Quebec 4 Golf Whiskey Oscar. Kilo Quebec 4 Golf Whiskey Oscar. Kilo Quebec 4 Golf Whiskey Oscar.
All right, we got you down. KI5YWF Don, who's mobile. You.
This is KI5YWF. That is positive. I carry a Leatherman Wave on my pocket, or on my hip actually, with bit accessories on it and a ratcheting bit extension there. So yeah, use it quite a bit. Saves me a bunch of trips to the truck. I also have a Victronic on the shack table and a Leatherman Wave on my shack cabinet with all my radios there. So yeah, I use a few of them. Anyway, everyone have a great day. I'll send it back to you. Got to get to work here. It's KI5YWF. Thank you for taking my call.
All right, Don. Working our way back up the list, we had W4DPG, Dwayne, 8PLV, Chris, and W3U, that was David. We had A5D, Fred. Then we had KC2GRN, Joel. W2WWK, Tex, Ron. KC8QP, Jeff. And we already did Ken, so let's move on to KG8QP, Jeff from Perrysburg, Ohio.
Good morning, Bill, Vicki, and everybody on the net. I think it's a matter of routine. I do carry them from time to time, but not as a matter of routine. So go ahead and mark me down as a no. With that, everybody have a great day. Back to net, KG2P.
All right, Jeff, thank you. Have a great day. Let's move to WA2 WWK, Ron, Amherst, New York. Good morning, Ron.
Well, good morning, everybody. WK. Actually, I have one multiply tool in each of the car glove boxes, just in case. I have one at home, which I use relatively extensively around the house, and I carry that when I'm out and about in areas. I volunteer at the Naval Park in Buffalo, so that always comes in handy. I also have a Swiss Army knife that if I don't have the tool with me, I usually carry that directly from Switzerland, of WK.
All right, thanks for checking in and have a great day. Just a reminder that you carry a multi-tool. Also, Roger will be coming up on 14.3117. And tune in at 10 a.m. Eastern Time for the 20-meter net. He'll have a host of other people with him as well. All right, let's move on. AB5D, Fred, Arlington, Texas. Good morning.
Howdy do, y'all on the net. I do carry a flashlight, little tools in it. I mean, not a flashlight, but a pocket knife that has little tools in it. And that's about it. AB5 Delta.
All right, Fred, thanks for checking in and have a great day. Let's move up again. KC2GRN, Joel, East Yathunk, New York. Good morning, Joel.
Good morning, everyone on the Morning Brew, KC2GRN. Answer the question is yes, I do carry a Swiss Army knife. Comes in very handy all the time. Anyway, everybody have a great day. KC2GRN, back to net.
All right, Joel, you have a great day as well. Thank you for checking in. Let's move on to NW3U. David, Garner, North Carolina. Good morning, David.
There we go. My apologies. All sorts of flood warnings and advisories down here, and my notes tell me all about it. Good morning, NW3U from rainy North Carolina. Answer to the question: no, I've got one I keep around, but they care for me. I just keep it. I can grab it. But thanks for having me in here this morning, and I hope everybody is good. Talk to you later. 7:30 NW3U.
All right, my friend, have a great day, and thank you for checking in. Let's move on to KB8PLV, Chris, Novi, Michigan. Good morning, Chris. Do you carry a multi-tool?
Everyone on the net. Yes, I have a Christmas gift to families who have never tried it before. And one quick question, is there an evening net on Mondays? This is KB8PLV, back to net.
And also, you're coming in a little bit scratchy this morning. Not hitting the repeater that great, but we copied you. Have a great day. Let's move on to W4DPG, Dwayne, Lexington, South Carolina. Good morning.
Morning, my friend. Thank you for your service on the net and multi-tool. No, sir, I do not. I have never actually been in the habit of carrying stuff like that. And if you actually knew me personally, you would you'd probably be glad. But no, sir, I do not carry one.
All right, my friend. Thank you for checking in. Have a great day. Let's move on to KC2UBQ with his 100 check-in. Bill out of Valley Stream. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Wolf. No, I don't carry a multi-tool around
Matter of fact, the closest I come to even owning a multi-tool is one of those 4-in-1 screwdrivers. And I don't carry it, I keep it in the toolbox for when I need it. KC2, UVQ.
Okay, on the N1COR at Fergus Falls, Minnesota. Good morning, fellow Minnesota.
Good morning from Minnesota. Well, Fergus Falls. I do not carry a multi-tool. I used to. I actually gave them away as groomsmen's gifts at my wedding. And honestly, I should still have one, but I don't know why I don't. But that's enough for me. And good morning to everyone in the morning brew. And back to net control. N1COR.
All right, Adam, thank you for checking in. Have a great day. We got you down as a no in the log. Let's move on to KQ4 GWO William via text line in Wake Forest, North Carolina. Good morning, William.
Good morning, Net Control. Good morning to everybody on the morning brew. This is Kilo Quebec for Golf Whiskey Oscar. William coming from beautiful Wake Forest, North Carolina, and it's raining, and I'm loving it, man. To answer the question, only when I'm walking around the shack, then I will have a multimeter that I use, no doubt about it. Other than that, nah. Take care, have a super fine day. You guys stay safe out there. This is Kilo Quebec 4 Golf Whiskey Oscar. 73s, my friend, I'm clear.
Checking in and have a great day. Let's move on to WW0N Kenny, Germantown, Maryland. Good morning.
Good morning, Bill and everybody else. Yes, I do carry one. It's indispensable in my everyday carry, pen, pad, and a tool without a blade. Can't go into a Fed office with a blade. But anyway, thanks for the question and have a wonderful day. Happy Friday Eve. This is Whiskey 0 November, back to net.
All right, Kenny, thanks for checking in. Have a great day. Let's move on to KQ9B, Ken, Brownsville, Texas, via the text line. Good morning. And KQ9B, you're still with us? All right, we'll just put Ken in and out. Maybe he'll check in a little bit later. Let's move on to an important guy, Bill, N2BH, one of our net controllers.
I don't know how important. Good morning, Bill, Vicky, Roger, everybody. I carry a motorcycle, carry one in my radio go bag, and one in the truck. Off to breakfast on the motorcycle, N2BH.
All right, Bill, good hearing from you. Have a great day. All right, this is KF0MA10 Bill out of East Bethel, Minnesota, running the morning brew this morning. And Brian, we're at the end of our list, and let's do some more check-ins. Remember to say your call sign twice and slowly.
AM7 Kilo Delta 2, Uniform Golf, Quebec. KD2, UGQ, Mike and Shirley. KM.
November 2, Juliet. November 2, Juliet, Papa Delta.
Kilo Foxtrot 0 Alpha Delta Sierra. Kilo Foxtrot 0 Alpha Delta Sierra. This is Matt, Pine City. Kilo Bravo Charlie Hotel Yankee. That's
Kilo Bravo 7, Charlie Hotel Yankee, Cherry in Avon, Indiana. No traffic.
KM7, KM7 CGI.
All right, let's work our way up from the bottom of the list. We had KO4, K Jeff. We had KB7CH1, Carrie in and out. KF080S, Matthew, new from Shakopee, Minnesota. Morning, fellow Minnesotan. Let's move on to N2JPD, Dennis. We had K5LLE, Leslie. We had KD2UGQ, Mike. KM7CGI, Larry. And at the top of the list is Larry from Maricopa, Arizona. Good morning.
Tool. Got every other tool you can imagine. Everybody have a great day.
All right, Larry, stay cool down there in Maricopa, Arizona. Let's move on to KD2UGQ. Mike, Shirley, North New York. Morning.
Morning to everybody on the net. I hope you all have a nice weekend. Yes, I carry a Swiss Army knife with me. I find that they have plenty of stuff on there to do just about anything you need to do. KD2UGQ, back to net control.
All right, Mike, thank you for checking in every day. Just a reminder, tomorrow will be the morning brew, 7 a.m. Eastern, and then afterwards is the second cup, so you'll have permission to have 2 cups of coffee tomorrow. You tune in. Let's move on to N2JPD, Dennis, Depew, New York. Good morning, Dennis.
Good morning to everybody on the brew. Yes, I do carry wave and flashlight and flip light. That's usually my daily carry. So back to you.
Hey, Dennis, have a great day. Looks like I missed a line. K5LLE, Leslie out of Houston, Texas. Good morning. Morning, Leslie. K5LLE, you still with us? Right, we'll move on. Put Leslie as an in and out. Let's move on to KF0ADS, Matthew, new out of Shakopee, Minnesota. Good morning, Matthew. I'm Minnesotan as well.
Good morning. And to everybody, good morning. Matthew from Shakopee, currently calling in here from Pine City, nice little private glamp ground. I have several multi-tools. Leatherman usually lives in my camping gear, and another one that I picked up, I don't even think it has a brand. That's on my workbench, and then I have one that's about the length of your index finger that lives in my desk drawer. That's handy for opening up boxes and cutting boxes and stuff like that. But I generally don't have one in my pocket. In my pocket I usually have a notebook and a pen. So this is Kilo Foxtrot 0 Alpha Delta Sierra. Back to net.
All All right. Matthew, thank you for checking in. Since you're new to the East Coast Reflector, you'll get a welcome letter if your email address is updated in QRZ. And also be sure to check out our website, eastcoastreflector.com. Let's move on to KB7CHY, who was in and out. Let's move on to KO4MMK Mobile. Jeff of Popka, Florida. Good morning. You still with us? KO4MMK. All right, we'll put him as an in again later. Let's move on to KY4NB. Good morning, Scott, Memphis, Texas.
KY4NB here, flying to Elvis Barbecues, Memphis, Tennessee. Thanks for taking my check-in. Just driving to work, but I'm right here in a second. Anyway, a little bit cooler here today, and yes, on the everyday carry, I got a little flashlight and a knife in my pocket, along with the car keys and the wallet and the phone. Thanks for doing the net. Thanks to everybody behind the scenes. KY4NB, back to the net.
All right, Scott, have a great day, and thank you for checking in. All right, time for more check-ins. Remember to say your call sign twice and slowly.
Kilo 5, Alpha, X-ray Charlie. Uniform at 5, Alpha, X-ray Charlie, Mobile.
X-ray uniform. Danny, Copeland, Cut 2, Texas.
Number 4, Kilo Hotel Zulu, N4 kilohertz. I'll be in and out.
DIC, KS8, Detroit, Rock City.
K4MMX, K4MMX. Kilo Delta 6 Delta India Quebec, KD6DIQ, in and out.
Mike, W2EM.
Right, we still have room for more check-ins if you'd like to. All right, we'll go from the bottom of the list there. Let's see, W2EM, Chuck checked in. KD6DIQ, in and out. Todd checked in. K4MMX, Craig. KF8DRC, Jack. KC2JPQ, Frank. N4KHE, in and out, John. We had Mobile from Conroe, Texas, KK5XU. Good morning, Danny.
Good morning, Peter. I hope I'm coming in okay. Just wanted to drop in and say good morning to everybody. Looks like it's 82 degrees already in Texas. Headed in to get some work done on one of my cars. So 73 to everybody. Thanks for taking my call. KK5XU.
Hey, Danny, question of the day is, do you carry a multi-tool?
Yes, sir. I carry Leatherman.
All right, thanks for checking. Let's move on to Luis, Houston, Texas, KJ5AXC Mobile.
Good morning. No, don't carry a multi-tool. I have one, don't carry it. KJ5AXC, back to net, 73.
All right, have a great day. Let's move on to Carlos, Hollywood, Florida, N1C. Good morning, Carlos.
morning, Bill, Vicky, and everybody else. 84 and partly cloudy here with showers here and there in the South Florida area. Yep, I carry a multi-tool whenever I can. Obviously, if I'm flying as a passenger on the airlines, I have to leave it, but I take my truck with me. And 1 CBM, I hope everyone has a great Thursday. And 1 CBM, back to you, Bill.
All right, Carlos, have a great day as well, and stay safe out there. Let's move on to AC2 JPQ. Frank out of Lancaster. Good morning, Frank.
And not much going on. A little cool break. And everybody, I'll just say 7-3, send it back to the net, KC2JPQ.
All right, Frank, we got you down. And have a great day. Let's move on to KF8DRC, Jack, Rochester, Michigan. Good morning, Jack.
Oh, good morning, Bill. Good morning, Vicky, and all. Yes, I carry a little small knife and carry a small flashlight. That's all I have. KF8, DRC. Everyone have a good day.
All right, Jack, KF8DRC, Detroit Rock City, Rochester, Michigan. Jack, thank you for checking in. Let's move on to K4 MMX Craig, Oakland Park, Florida. Good morning, Craig.
Good morning, everybody. I own one, but it stays at home 90% of the time for work. I'm at the airport, and I have to go through security, and they would never let me through that with one of those things in my pocket. So, but I have a backpack with tools that I carry around with me, and when I'm not working, all my regular tools are always in whatever vehicle I'm driving. K4 MMX back to net.
All right, Craig, thanks for checking in. Let's move on to WTEM, Chuck, Lancaster, New York. Good morning, Chuck.
Good morning, everyone. As far as a multi-tool, yes, I carry a multi-tool every day. It's a very small Gerber multi-tool. You don't even know it's in your pocket. It's real tiny, but it's very useful. And when I think I'm going to need one, I'll carry a bigger multi-tool if I'm doing some jobs or working. But yeah, I carry the little one every day. So back to net control, W2EM, Lancaster, New York.
All right, Chuck, we got you in the log as a yes. Thank you for checking in. Have a great day. Let's move on via text line, AC3QB, Joe, Middleton, Delaware. Good morning, Joe.
Good morning, everyone on the Morning Brew. I don't have my person, but I do have one in each of my vehicles. So there you go. Good morning again, and 73.
You as well, and have a great day. Let's move on to WB1DXN, Daryl, Concord, New Hampshire. Good morning, Daryl.
Good morning, Vicki and Bill and the rest of the morning crew. As I come in on the second commuter train, X line. The first ones, I guess, got lost. And I would say that I have one around someplace, but I don't carry it on my person anymore anyway, because the pockets in my pants that I have, they just don't withstand such material anymore. Everybody have a great day. Keep safe out there. Always expect the unexpected. Situational awareness. WB1DXN.
right, Daryl. Thanks for checking in. Have a great day. All right, let's get Evan in here from Milton, Wisconsin, KE9DFF before we start a new list. From Milton, Wisconsin, KE9DFF. You still with us? All right, we'll just put Milton as an in and out. And just a reminder, I am Bill, KF0MHN, with Vicky, doing all the work back in the Zoom room, KE8BKY. Let's start a new list. Remember to say your call sign slowly.
This is November 8, Mike Juliet, November, N8MJN in the mobile.
November Yankee 4, November Charlie. November Yankee 4, November Charlie. Stephen in Wake Forest, North Carolina.
Delta Oscar Foxtrot Mobile, Kilo Whiskey 4, Delta Oscar Foxtrot Mobile.
Romeo, Jeanette in Grapevine, Texas.
Also, last 2 stations you doubled.
SR, Kilo India 5, Sierra Sierra Romeo, the name is Jeanette, Grapevine, Texas.
All right, we still have more room for check-ins. You can check in via text or you can check in with your call sign twice and slowly.
Oscar Lima, Kilo Delta 5 Oscar Lima, mobile in and out.
KG4WHO in and out. KG4WHO in and out. Good morning.
M7GXY, KM7GXY in and out.
We'll start from the move our way up. KM7GXY was in and out. KG5WHO was a in and out. KD5OL Neil in and out mobile. KI5SSR Jeanette checked in. KW4DOF Piero. N7WZI Allen. N2FYA John. NY4NC Stephen checked in. W2UT is at the top of our list. Excuse me, I think we're still working our way up this list. Marson, N8MJN is at the top of our list from Sterling Heights, Michigan. Good morning, Marson. Do you carry a multi-tool?
Good morning, Bill. Good morning, Vicky. Everybody on the Morning Brew. This is N8MJN in the mobile. Not anymore. I've donated too many to TSA. Carried them for so long, you just don't remember it's in your pocket, and you show up last minute for a flight. It's a donation, so I got tired of donating them. That said, I'll send it back to Net Control. Everybody have a great day. 73 and 8.
All right, Marson. Just say one time you donated a wedding ring. I did not find it, and trying to explain that to my wife. Heck of a story. Let's move on to you, our W2PUT Dan, Milan, Michigan. Good morning.
Good morning, and we are still up north here in Michigan in Akiak at our summer place. And I don't carry one on my person at all times, but I've always got one in my computer bag and one in the car. So
there's never one very from me because they're really handy. Back to you. W2P, UT.
All right, Dan, have a great day. Thanks for checking in. We got you for a yes in the log. Let's move on. NY4, Stephen, Wake Forest, North Carolina. Good morning, Stephen.
Good, everybody. This is Stephen, November Yankee 4, November Charlie, where we have rain, and my lightning detector just sounded, so my HF stuff is shut down, and the antenna disconnect is disconnected. And multi-tool. If a Swiss Army knife counts as a multi-tool, yes. I do have another more proper multi-tool, but I don't generally carry it. That one stays at home most of the time, unless I think I have a need for its functionality, then I'll grab it. Back to you. NY4NC.
All right, Stephen. Just to let you know, my wife visited Forest University back in, well, it's been a long time, but she thought it was a beautiful campus. Let's move on to N2. Hey, John, text line from Mystic, Connecticut. Good morning, John.
Good morning, Vicki. Good morning, Bill, and the rest of the brew crew. Yes, I have two of them. I keep one in my car and one in my toolbox, but not one on person. Everybody have a good day out there, and best wishes. This is N2. Okay.
Comment.
Let's move on to N7. WZI, Allen, text line, Happy Valley, Oregon. Good morning.
Morning, everybody in the group. I don't carry one, but I have two. If I can, if I need to, I can carry it. But I haven't carried one really in years. Yeah, I had a Swiss Army knife when I was a Boy Scout, but yeah, that's gone by the wayside too, so the answer is no.
All right, Alan, have a great day, and thank you for checking in. Let's move on to KW4DOF, Plantation Floor.
Good morning to the Morning Brew. The answer is yes, I carry one, and I have plenty of those. It needs depend. What? 73.
All right, Piero. Thanks for checking in and have a great day. Yes, let's move on to Jeanette, Grapevine, Texas. KI5SSR. Good morning.
Hey, good morning, KI5SSR, and we do have a Leatherman in our boat, and it actually came in very handy when our trolling motor wouldn't retract, and we had to undo it, manually do it, so it was a good thing we had that Leatherman with us. We always leave it there, and check out my website, 1111K.
All right, have a great day. Thanks for checking in. All right, we had some in and outs, so let's move down to K5YNU. Lauren, Conroe, Texas, who's in and out, or who's text mobile. Good morning.
AF8 I need to break the repeater.
Good morning, Bill. Vicki, everyone on the Morning Brew crew. Well, I do carry a similar multi-tool that it's the size of the credit card, and it's always in my wallet. And also I have one in the regular one in my car, one in my book bag.
Anyway, yes, the question for today. Yeah, everyone have a blessed day. K5YNU Mobile.
All right, Florence, thanks for checking in. We got you down for a yes. Let's move on to Donnie, Jacksonville Beach, Florida, KM4CT. Good morning, Donnie.
Well, good morning, Bill, Vicki, and everybody on the net. KM4CTB, Donnie in Jacksonville Beach, Florida. Yeah, we try and not always have the full Leatherman on the belt all the time, but we have one that's small enough to fit in the pocket. You're wearing your shorts or something, you're close to it's just well suited for whatever you're doing, but we've got some kind of a multi-tool with us almost all the time. Thanks for doing the net, and have a great day, Bill. KM4CTB, back to net.
All right, Donnie, you have a great day as well, and thanks for checking in. All right, we've got about 9.5 minutes to go before the end of this session, and let's take some check-ins. Remember to say your comment twice and slowly.
November 4, November Charlie, just a question. November Yankee 4, November Charlie.
Echo 7, Mike Romeo Terry, Junction City. Good morning.
Delta 4. Kilowatt Trainer, Diego Bravo Delta.
Delta
4. W4KNS in and out this morning. W4KNS in and out.
Kilo Echo 9 Delta Fox. I know I got called, I just don't know if the transmission went through. KE9DFF.
Kilo Romeo 4, November Lima Oscar. Kilo Romeo 4, November Lima Oscar. In and out.
It's 5DRT. Bravo 8, Oscar Delta Foxtrot, WPAODF, in and out.
Right, we still have room for more check-ins. Let's remember to say our call sign twice and slowly avoid the pile-ups if you can.
This is India Uniform 4 Victor Romeo Echo from Italy, connected via Echolink, requesting an audio check. Uniform 4 Victor Romeo Echo, listening.
Kilo Oscar 4, Papa Kilo, KO4PK.
RT, Kurt, who was in and out. We had KRO, Greg, who was in and out. And we had KE9DFF, Evan, who checked in. We had W4KNS, Mark, who was in and out. K9TBD, Joel, we had. And NY4NC, Stephen, with the question. Good morning, Stephen.
Good morning. Thank you. This is November Yankee 4, November Charlie. You mentioned Wake Forest University and Vicki attending. If that's so, that's Winston-Salem. I'm in the town of Wake Forest where the university originated. So, campus are you talking about? The original campus or the Winston-Salem? Just to clarify. It confuses a lot of people with that the university is in Winston-Salem, not in Wake Forest. Just back to you, NY4NC, and I'll listen for the to be clear afterwards.
She went to Wake Forest University, so I'm not really sure of the location. It was such a long time ago. It's probably over 20 years ago. So, I apologize for getting that messed up. Anyway, Stephen, have a great day. This is KF0MHN Bill on the East Coast Reflector Morning Brew. We have about 6 minutes to go. Let's move on to Joel. It's K9 Center, Pennsylvania.
Good
morning, all. Here is beautiful weather today. Finally, going to be a beautiful week. I only carry a pocket knife, an old-timer. I have tools in every location in the house, the boat, the cars, so I don't need to carry a Leatherman or something like that. Back to net, K9 TBD.
All right, Joel, thanks for checking in and have a great day. Let's move on to Evan, KE9DFF. Evan, Milton, Wisconsin. Good morning.
Good morning, KE9DFF. I was in a bad spot earlier, and it showed that I went through, but I guess it didn't. So, during the winter, I do carry one on my hip. During the summer, I tend not to because moving and shaking a little bit more. So, yeah, back to net control, KE9DFF.
Great day. Let's move on to KO4PK, Row, Naples, Florida. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, everybody on the net. Nice to join you guys. I do not carry a multi-tool, but certainly have them available if I need them. Thanks so much for running the net in 7-3 from KO4PK.
Checking in. All right, 4 minutes to go. Let's do some more check-ins. Remember to say your call sign slowly.
Alpha Echo 7, Mike Romeo. Alpha Echo 7, Mike Romeo, 87 MR, Junction City, Oregon.
A4JAZ, Kilo Alpha 4, Juliet Alpha Zulu.
Whiskey 2, Sierra Echo X-Ray. Got Brad in Greenwood, Indiana.
Time for a few more check-ins.
N3MPE. Kilo Echo 9, Foxtrot Juliet Tango. Kilo Echo 9, Foxtrot Juliet Tango. In and out.
All right, let's move on from the bottom of the list. We had KE9F Cameron, who was in and out. And let's move on back up. We had NPE Sam, Pflugerville, Texas, checked in. KA4JAZ Alton from Midlothian, Virginia, also checked in. And at the top of our list, AE7MR, Oregon. Good morning.
This morning, Alpha Echo 7, Mike Romeo. I have Leatherman and Gerber both. The Gerber needs to be sent in and be repaired, but I've used it for 20 years and I got pinched fingers and all that stuff. I both, unfortunately, all at home when I'm in this facility, so I don't have them available. Thank you for taking my call. Alpha Echo 7, Mike Romeo, Harry Junction City, Oregon.
All right, Terry, we copied you there. A little bit of static in the background, but we got you in there. Let's move on to KA4JAZ Alton, Midlothian, Virginia. Do you carry a multi-tool?
Good morning to you and the rest of the brew crew. Yes, for years, being in the military, my radar maintenance platoon would have to have a Gerber pouch attached to their web belt. And when I did morning formations, I inspected it, made sure they had one. So yes, I have one. I don't carry it as much as I used to. However, yes, I have 2 or 3 of them. They're very useful. KA4JAZ control.
right, Sam. Thanks for checking in, and have a great day. We got you down for a yes and a log. All right, we've come to the end of the morning brew. We have Vicky KEA-BKY back net on 9:30 Eastern Time p.m. We got on, and he'll talk about many subjects. And I found it very entertaining, so I wanted to check in. All right, that's the end of our morning brew this morning. Thank you for checking in. We had 137 check-ins. The question of the day is, do you carry a multi-tool? Return to East Coast Reflector to normal ham radio operation. Have a good day.
2 Sierra Echo X, check in. Green, and I have a multi-tool.
Mike Romeo, clear with 444-450, repeated of Eugene, Oregon. Have a great radio day. We'll be on the side and then clear for the day. Alpha Echo 7, Mike Romeo out.
This is KQ4 YYN, looking to see if we have any free coasters available today.